Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing really well. I'm thankful that God allowed me to wake up and see this beautiful, gorgeous day. Things are just, God is so awesome. A lot has happened since yesterday. Um, I shot yesterday's video in a park that I hadn't been to in about 10 years. I hope you guys watched that video. It kind of explains how the meditation started. But after shooting the video, a friend of mine that I had met earlier, that I hadn't seen from New Birth, can't go anywhere without seeing someone from New Birth. I hadn't seen him about 5 years, I believe. And so we kind of caught up and talked, and he caught back up with me after shooting the video, and he was telling me about this young lady they had seen in the park earlier with her 4 kids, and he was telling me their situation. Nevertheless, he thought they had left, but they had moved to another position in the park. And so we saw them, and she got out of the car and lifted up her hood. So we went over to assist her and found out that her alternator was bad. So we gave her a jump, and in the process of meeting her kids and talking with her about her situation, that they were in a hotel room prior to that for about a week, and those funds ran out. And so yesterday was a day that they didn't have anywhere to go. And what was so amazing about that was her spirit and the spirit of her kids. Kids were out there just playing, just like any regular kid, in a park, playing and just making up their own games. And she was just sitting there, she told us, and she was praying. She was like, God, I don't know what else to do. I've asked friends, family, I've asked strangers, and either they tell me they can't do anything, or they offer me some sentiment of prayer or some gesture of, God is going to work it out, or some statement of God is going to work it out. Just be patient. But nevertheless, still being faced with, where am I going to lay my head along with my children? And after hearing the story, I said, okay, so let me do this. Let me cash app you some gas for your car. So at least, if you guys need to get somewhere, or if the police come by and ask you to move, whatever the case may be, or you have the means to do that. But that still didn't resolve that they didn't have anywhere to live. Yes, I could have prayed, or we could have prayed, and that had just been another prayer with no help. And so me and my friend decided, well, let's go a step further. You have gas now. What about a place to lay you and your family's head? And so we looked around on our phones and found a place that would, be great for her and her kids. And so we came out of our pockets and said, here you go, 3 nights for you and your kids to stay, and so that you guys can get some rest and have something that's, even though temporary, something that will try to relieve the situation to where you are right now. I think for me, to see the smile on her face and the smile on her kid's face was great, but it was the story that she told me about these other Christians. And I don't know their situations, I don't know their financial situations or their spiritual situations, but I was so glad that God had given us the finances and the will to help. I can't imagine being in a situation to where I don't know where my next meal is coming from. have been in that situation of trying to find a place to lay my head, and I know what that feels like. And it's probably one of the worst feelings, especially when you've had resources and you've lived, you've been married, you've traveled abroad. Maybe you were in the military. Maybe you had a great job at one point and then you lost it. And then at some point you lost the house, you lost the car, the wife left, the husband left, the kids got taken, and you didn't know what you were going to do. You know, that feeling is it's a big one. And prayer is great, and it works, but sometimes you need a little bit more than prayer. Matter of fact, I'm going to say a lot of times you need more than prayer. And for us to do what we did, it blew that young lady's mind. And you'll hear it from her words, because she allowed me to record her, how she felt. And people that walked up to her and her family and said that they were offered prayer. And she said that it was nice, but it would have been grateful if something else had came from that. Now, I'm sure in your judgment seat you can sit back and say, well, why she was there, and why she had to be in a hotel, and why she didn't have enough money, why she don't have a job, and why she out there with them kids, why she have so many kids. You could say that. You very well could say that. But I didn't have time to ask why. Because I know that the God that I say that I love and I worship and I serve and I praise was expecting me to go into action. And even if I had $1, I would have given her that $1 or $10 or whatever I had in Cash App that I thought could help. I would have given it to her, even if it wasn't a whole lot. But thankful for God that, you know, He allowed me to work a job, and, you know, I was able to save, and I was able to give more than that dollar for that family. And I just pray that all the people that may watch this video, that, you know, you don't sit in your judgment seat and judge or bring forth negativity, whether it be by words or whether it be by your comments. Like I said before in my introduction video, we're not going to do that. This is a channel about life, and for those that God have blessed, that's what we're here for. To help one another, to encourage one another daily. And one of the videos that I'm going to put on the channel, Dr. Miles Monroe said that we're put here that we may encourage each other daily. Not monthly, not weekly, not bi-weekly, but daily. And whether that be encouragement in your prayer and finances and love and joy and peace, and I can keep going, then that's what we do. That's what we do. I just pray and hope that when you hear words, that something resonates in you. And I know I butchered that word, but it's okay. That I am put here on this earth to do more than just Netflix and chill. To sit in a church and get your praise on and go home. to go to the next live concert and enjoy yourself. You know, to splurge and do something for yourself. And I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with that. But we also need to include those ones that can't do that. That what they think about is, what am I going to eat today? Or like this young lady, you know, if I don't eat, what do I feed my kids today? You know, so prayerfully that something resonates in your heart, that you say, love God. That next time you come across someone that you know that you can help, that you let God lead you into helping that individual. And don't worry about the, you know, well, why they didn't do, you know, what they should have done. Just open your heart and help.
But I just feel like, you know, like our conversation earlier, people don't reach out and do more for other people. That's what's wrong with society. A village doesn't raise a child no more. You know, people don't go out and have potlucks because everybody, you know, everybody in the neighborhood might not have food, but we're not reaching out to make sure everybody is straight. We're all concerned about ourselves.
Right.
You know, and like now, like with my situation, I I felt, I'm not gonna lie, I felt defeated because of the fact that no matter how good I would do for people, how much I would do for people, not looking for anything. When I'm at my lowest, there's nobody to help me. You know, and I know my pride is like had a lot to do with where I wouldn't just ask anybody. I would sit out here and wait, you know, whatever. But then I got over my pride, and at a point when you get over your pride, it's like now what it is my dignity. Like I can't even have that. You know what I mean? I'm trying my best,
But God showed up today.
God showed up.
God showed up
And
today.
the thing is, God shows up like with me all the time. I pray and I thank Him for every mile that I'm able to make. There's been times where I had no gas in the car at all, and just because I was able to make it to Walmart to sit there for a few hours to come up with another plan, thank you, God.
Right.
You know, you and y'all coming in and helping us with someone to say, thank you, God. Thank y'all so much.
No, don't thank us. Well, don't thank me.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank God. Don't thank me. Because, like I said, like he said earlier, I hadn't been to this park in 10 years or better. And today of all days, and I like to hang out in parks. And today of all days, I come to this one.
You see,
And that was ordained by him. That was orchestrated by him. And for us to see you with these kids, and he initiated. He was like, when he first walked, he said, "We got to do something." And I'm like, well, "What we gonna do? I don't know any places I can go in that you know, for the Salvation Army, blah 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 blah, churches. I knew one spot, but that was darn near 20 years ago, and I don't know if they still, you know, do stuff. But we walked up, and luckily we were able to do something. Now, was it a whole lot?
yes,
Hey,
it was a lot.
but
Because, I mean, it's a lot. And I mean, you might not see it as a lot. But that was a lot, period, to me. You don't understand like what you did for me.
but
You don't, what y'all did. Y'all really don't understand. Like, I could keep saying it over and over and over. But where my head was and like mentally, you did more than just provide somewhere to stay. Like, you gave me a peace of mind. I'm tired. My kids, I try to do whatever I can. You see, I have DVDs, everything, just to try to make it as normal as possible. I want to give my kids the world.
right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to deprive them of anything. And, you know, it was broken down to me that in my situation, you're not going to be able to do that. And that hurt. Because that's all I want to give them. You know what I mean? So,
But you know what? But that's a big thing. I'm not mean to cut your wisdom, but that's a big thing because a lot of parents don't get a chance to give their children love.
yeah.
They give their children things, PlayStations, you know, the LeBrons and all that. But you're able to give your kids love and attention. which is a lot, which a lot of kids would trade places to be able to get the same kind of love you giving your kids right now in the situation that you're in right now. So think about it like that. That there are kids out there that got all the stuff and they want in their room, but they don't get the love. I wanted to record this so I can share this with other people. So I want to challenge all those folks that are on my page that say that they are God-fearing and they love the Lord and they'll do anything that He say. Okay, let's put your money where your mouth is. I have a young lady. Her name is Miss Rika, and she needs your help. And whatever you donate would be appreciated. And I appreciate her for letting me film her so I can get it out to my people on my channel. And let's see if we can put some money together and help her. Thank you. Thank you for letting me record you. If you like what you see on this channel, please subscribe and leave your comments below.